It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. 17. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Now Tua. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Dolphins have 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Tua on fourth down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. 56. On play action, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And it's third down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Here's Tua. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He dumps it off to Barkley. Shoves him aside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. On 1st down, Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Touchdown! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run the option. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And just a yard to go here on second down. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Let's go now.
From the 38, Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south of Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here we go,
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Tua now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one complete to Hill. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready? From the 30 on second down, Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like...
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much, got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bills 34, Dolphins 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Jalen Armour-Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack on first down, Tua under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And some room to roam now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 39 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run here with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Ready.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. There he goes, left side. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Being chased out left. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already,
and my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On play action, Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
about her. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been in prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that might give you life advice.